Live, local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
So how you feeling right now?
Tired, lucky, and I'm glad to not be in a hole.
He ended up trapped in a hole, a well, while trying to find his car keys. Had to call the fire department to get rescued. That rescue happened around 2 this afternoon. WYFF News 4's Myra Ruiz has been on the story.
She joins us in the Greenville newsroom. Myra, what more can you tell us?
Well, the situation was described as a rescue after a fall into a well, but it turned out to be a failed effort to retrieve some car keys. This happened in Chesney on Fish Camp Road. Here's a look at the well. Rescuers from Cowpens in Spartanburg County responded with a team that is trained to rescue in confined spaces. Kendrick King says he put his keys down on the top of a well cover. He says the keys fell through a crack and into the well. King says he didn't think the well was that deep, so he had a friend lower him into the well. But he says he realized there was a problem about 60 feet in.
About 3/4 of the way down, the winch we were using on the Jeep stopped working and wouldn't allow me to go any farther down. I was probably 60 feet. It would go up, but we got it to the very top, and I was still hanging 20 feet from the top, and I couldn't get out. Couldn't climb out.
After about 20 minutes, Kendrick said he and his friends decided to call the fire department for help, and first responders were able to get him out. And by the way, the keys are still in that well, and Kendrick says he will have to look for some spare keys. Michael?
What a story to tell. Myra, thank you. Today, some human remains were found on a road that leads to a landfill in Cherokee County. The sheriff says a forestry worker found part of a skeleton around 10:45 this morning. We're told he was off Lemuel's Drive near the intersection of Highway 18 and I-85. Investigators say the remains had been there for some time. In fact, the sheriff tells us they have yet to find all of the remains so far. Asheville police say a man left a body at Mission Hospital. Police have identified the dead man as 26-year-old Logan Pittman. Right now, they're looking for the person who left him at the hospital Sunday morning. Family members say he had left on Friday to play Xbox with a friend.
An update today on the victim still in the hospital from this weekend's deadly DUI crash. Riley McDermott faces multiple DUI charges. His bond has been denied. Police say McDermott's truck crossed the center line early Saturday morning, crashed into another vehicle. 20-year-old Jessica Roberts, 17-year-old Amber Perkins, and 22-year-old Corey Simmons were in that other vehicle. They died in the wreck. There were 2 others in that vehicle. Greenville Memorial Hospital tells us Samantha Roberts is improving. She is in good condition. Cheyenne Perkins' condition still critical. We also spoke to officials at ANMED. Ralph Van Nostrand, who goes by Will, was in the truck with McDermott. He is still in critical condition tonight. Nostrand is an assistant soccer coach at Anderson University. The school says he's been put on paid administrative leave pending an investigation. And we also learned this today. Anderson University tells us Riley McDermott is no longer an employee. He lost his position as an assistant baseball coach yesterday. Going back to Cheyenne for a moment, her stepfather says her last name changed over the summer. She now goes by Cheyenne Queen. There is a movement growing supporting Cheyenne's recovery. It's on Instagram called #PrayForCheyenne.
New details tonight on a body found in a burned-out car. The Anderson County coroner has identified the victim as Charles Mills. The body was found back in September. It was in the trunk of a car on Highway 368 in Elbert County. Deputies say Mills was shot to death. They believe the homicide happened in Anderson County, and tonight 2 people face charges in the case. Jonathan Cann and Brooke Clary are charged with arson and concealing a death.
The evangelical community is grieving the loss of one of the biggest names in the ministry. The Reverend Miles Monroe and his wife were among the 9 people killed when a small plane crashed Sunday night in the Bahamas. The charismatic pastor was founder and president of Bahamas Faith Ministries International. He became a global, influential religious leader among many evangelical Christians and churches, including Redemption in Greenville. In fact, Monroe preached at Redemption many times in the past. He was an instrumental part of that church.
As a church, I think we're at a loss. How do we fill shoes that had such an influence in other parts of the world besides church? Not just influencing ourselves, but the marketplace, the business world, the corporate world, the political world. He had a voice in all of it.
Globally?
Globally, all over the world.
Pastor Carpenter says he will be attending the funeral once plans are in place. Officials say the plane carrying the Reverend Monroe crashed during a severe weather incident.
It has been called Veterans Park since the 1980s, and on this Veterans Day, this place in Pendleton is living up to that name. For the first time, a memorial was unveiled at the park, which honors all veterans. Pavers bought by some family members are etched with the names of vets surrounding the memorial. Vietnam veteran Roger Whitfield was moved to tears over the memorial today, moved also by the many sacrifices of so many.
You need to care, because let me tell you, our armed forces and everything now is volunteer, and if you don't, the things you take for granted nowadays, you may lose.
Volunteers raised $50,000 to make this memorial a reality, and those engraved pavers, by the way, for servicemen and women can still be bought through the Pendleton Town Hall. Now, you'll see more Veterans Day events throughout this broadcast tonight, and if you log on to WYFF4.com, you'll find freebies offered to vets and those of you on active duty throughout the day.